Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Halloween. Ooh. I hope you're doing well and enjoying yourself and getting ready for that Halloween thing going on if you're having it. If not, just enjoy yourself. People associate Halloween all the time with the ghosts and the goblins and the cult and all that. We just celebrate candy. They get really, oh no, we didn't do that. I remember my uncle one time, it wasn't dealing with Halloween, but he came in and he says, I'm not eating any more pork. He had read something in the Bible. And we said, okay. And all of a sudden, it's like, you get your food, we'll get our food. That's what the family was like, all right, that's fine. We can deal with you. You're okay. And it was like he was forcing it on us. You know how people force things like, well, you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that. And I remember my dad and mom kind of looking at him, and my mother said, look, you do you, and we're going to do us over here. If you don't want to do that, we got a lot of vegetarians in our family. We got different people, nationalities. She said, everybody does their thing. And we accommodate and work with it. But nobody's forcing anything on us anywhere. And so he just shut down after that. That was like, but what's so funny, he came back and started eating pork again. So it was no, very short-lived, very short-lived. My mom said he wasn't in it in the beginning. It was just, she said it was like people, that smoke cigarettes. And my parents smoked for a long time because, excuse me, I'm bending over if I get too loud. My parents had to smoke cigarettes because they wouldn't give, especially my mom, they wouldn't give where she was working at a break. You could not have a break unless you smoked a cigarette. And so she learned to smoke a cigarette. She wasn't smoking. And she didn't inhale cigarettes. She would put it in her mouth and blow it out just to get a 10-minute break. And she said, I had to. She said, I was exhausted. Didn't even have 10 minutes to do anything. And she said lunch was like, here, eat, bye. You had to get back on what you were doing. So she said I had to learn to do that too. And everybody else had a break, but us that didn't smoke, we didn't get a break. And we didn't get paid for it either. You just kept working. You got your regular pay. And the ones that smoked got out, which wasn't fair. Just doing it because they wanted to do it. But I hope you're having a wonderful day and enjoying yourself, because I am. And happy Halloween again. Happy October 31st, the last day that you will not see this day again. It's going to be different next time you see it. Yes, Halloween might be there, but you're going to make it totally different just by being there. You're going to be different. You may have a different hairstyle, new look, whatever. Some of y'all may be married, unmarried. Some of you may have threw the man out, the girlfriend out, who knows. But it's going to be different. Each day is not the same. And don't let anybody tell you that it is. I'm going to move this back just a little bit. And as I said, things have changed. Tomorrow is my anniversary. And I put out the budgeting video because I do want to impress on you. Things change. And I have been thinking a long time, because now I'm down to two things. My car, who's called Baby B, and my house, Homer. And I had just cut down things. I'm cutting down my savings challenges because I want to go into 2024. I like savings challenges, but you can get overwhelmed if you have too many. And I'm cutting them down, adding them, most of them up, and trying to put them in one place. And got rid of already. I told you I had a lot of binders because that's the way my mind was thinking. It was like, if you got the car, you got to have, of course, the maintenance, registration, whatever, okay? And tires, insurance, breaking it down like the budget, and that's fine. I have no problem with people breaking stuff down. That's fine. Or people that are condensing. Maybe you want to do just 6 envelopes. Maybe you want to have one for car, transportation with the Uber, so that's one. Maybe you just want food. Food is everything. That's fine. You budget the way you want to budget. The outcome is trying to make sure you have enough cash flow and that your debts are paid. That's the only outcome for it. And to third, be happy with what you've done in your life and not feel overwhelmed that you have enough money. So I started condensing things. So the only two debts I have are the car and the house now. Baby B and Homer is the house. And so I just made smaller. This is debt payoff. It's still going to house or car, but it's just smaller. And I just put $20 and $480. It's got credit cards in it, but I'm using it for the house and the car. And then what I did, debt snowball. My debt snowball, technically it's not a debt snowball. It's if I got extra money or something that I pay, I go in and I mark it off. Or extra money I'm saving, and then I mark it off as I go. I got one for Homer. And then I got a reserve. I call this the reserve bank. If I get any more money, it's going in here. And then I've got the percentage, like the first 50% will be the car, the second percent will be the house, and it'll be both of them that will be paid off. I got month ahead for them, making sure I get enough money, and then the debt payoff, what I pay off, and mark paid off over here. And remember, I got my car and my house at an auction, so I didn't pay full price for them. I got my God one I always keep back here. Anything extra, and keeping track of where that money came from, because he does miracles and money does come in. So we have to I would love to keep track of that. And I got this from Savvy Budgets and Lynn Budgets is who made that. And my envelopes, my daughter is actually making envelopes, but she didn't want to sell them. I was trying. I really was trying. And I'll show you my things as I go. This one's more my investments. I showed you this before with investments, my savings, CDs, high yield savings, the Roth, Sox, Vanguard, Blackstone. And then I took these out, which were in another binder, and I said, all this is making investment money. And these go up to $15,000 is this one. And you start off at $500. And I said, this is just going over here. Saving, investing, savings account in the bank. This is the investment section. I call it investment. Saving, reserves. So those are the two so far that I'm working on saving. This one's not finished yet. I've changed it to the business binder, and all I gotta do when I get done is hand this to the person that's gonna be doing my taxes and all that stuff. Our home binder will stay because the kids and I get in here to get our things so far. I do have the other big one for my car, the savings challenges. I'm condensing to, be a little smaller. Got too many right now. Cute. This is mine, personal one that I do, the cute saver. We still got our vacation one for the family. We've got the holidays and birthdays in there because they're going to get fatter. They need to be by themselves. And this goes with the vacation, remember, to help it along. And right now, the manifestation. So money that just comes. So that's what that is. So far, that's it. Now, and the other ones are savings challenges, which I'm condensing into about 2 more. And I got my Christmas binder, but it's going to end Christmas and it'll be tucked away. And I'll just be saving monthly for Christmas type thing. And the rest of them will be in savings challenges or something like that. But I just don't want a whole lot. I still got my box, the little envelope, you put the money in the little envelopes in the box. I'll keep that because I'm working on that. Because I want to work on big things, saving big money, and not sit there. I don't mind the little savings challenges. I still will have them, but I need them condensed a little more and not have so much going on. And I did get rid of quite a few binders. I told you I had a lot of binders. I got a lot of binders. And some I'll be giving away because I just don't want all that stuff. It's time to condense it. I don't have that much stuff anymore. So right there, just cool down and be okay. So changes are coming. That's some of the changes coming. And who knows, I may be getting rid of some of these and change my mind. Okay, so if I can condense them together, I will. So that's what we are working on. My kids are giving suggestions. My mom and dad are giving suggestions. Yeah, get rid of that one. Tired of that one. Okay, so things are changing. I'm not intending to buy anything. I'm trying to condense them together and pull them together. And I've gotten to the point I don't need when I'm on there buying, I'm buying it to showcase my subscribers, what they have. I'm not necessarily going to keep what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing. And, if you got to condense. If you got to free your life up. We're going in 2024. Okay, we're getting ready to roll over. And maybe it's time to make a change in your life and what you do. Just a little change. Maybe you want to dress different. Maybe you want to get a new wardrobe if you can afford it. Don't go out there and say, Cash Bear Mama said to buy a wardrobe. No, I didn't. I said, if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, don't be going out there. Don't be stepping out and trying to get you a Louis Vuitton and all that stuff. That stuff's, You trying to get buried with it? What are you doing? So no, we're not doing that right now till you get your finances together. If you have to put something on a credit card and you can't pay it off, that means you don't need it right now. Okay, you don't need it. That's what I do. If I got to put it on a credit card, it's because of I can pay it off at the end of the month. That's my new philosophy I've been doing. I can pay it off and get at the end of the month. Now, you don't have to do what I do. You can go on out there, do what you need to do. And some of you are hooked and good on your finances. I use my credit cards as more reserve. If something happens, that's the reserve emergency funds place to go. The house needs something, the car needs something, whip out the card, get it straightened out, and then do it. But you do what you got to do just to get yourself together, just to save and keep. We need to really be saving. We're not done with this inflation. They didn't write us a check. They didn't do nothing. Nothing's happening to us. Money's going, but we're not getting any. So, you need to pay attention and what you're doing and how you're doing it. Some of the generations, they're going by generation. This generation is in more debt than the other generation. This generation has more credit card debt than the other generation. This generation makes the most money, and they're okay. They got money. So we need to pay attention to what we're doing. Not just what generation you are. That's just people talking. Be different. Do something different. Don't be with that generation. I'm not doing that. Just to say I'm not doing that. Save your money. Be careful, because they didn't put a sign up that said inflation was over with, and they never will. It's always going to be something going on. Try not to get in debt beyond. Try not to get into loans that are like 200% interest, 100% interest. I mean, if you can't afford it, you need to do a little math or something and find out what's going on. I go on Reddit all the time. I'm always asking questions. Hey, because somebody knows something, and some of them will give you, most of them will give you their opinion. Well, no. They know, they may be just people out there, but they're paying attention to you. Somebody's going to answer you. It's like a community forum out there. So just ask, see what other people think, and then make your decisions. And you make your decision. Don't go because a little hobby hoop over there said, well, they said on blah blah channel that may not be the right road for you. That road could get you in a lot of trouble. That road may be too bumpy. That road may be the struggle bus sitting there waiting for you, and you can't get off. Or it's going to throw you on the struggle train, and then it's going to throw you on the struggle plane, and it's not falling. So we don't need any crashes or unhappiness. Still keep going. Keep watching your debt, whether you're debt-free or not. People come back, they're not debt-free. A catastrophe happens, medical, just finances, just unexpected things with their home, their house. Whether you're renting or not, things happen. I remember a couple of years ago, there was rental apartments caught on fire. All those people were displaced. And I know they didn't have the money to go anywhere. They couldn't stay there. They told them they had to leave. So you have to watch what you're doing and be ready for anything. You may not even use the money, but at least you got it. At least you don't have to worry. So save for your future, which people aren't. Save for your future. One day you're going to wish you had that extra $5 and you're retired. I wish I had $5 right now. Wish I had 1,000. Oh, we could have built back there on our house if we kept that extra money. Start saving for retirement. Save beyond what's going on. Yes, your company may be saving, you save. If you're working, go get you a Roth IRA or something. Do something. Save beyond what's being saved. Beyond that. Because inflation is probably going to still be going up. Things are going to happen. And we're going to lose out if we don't save. That's the big word. 4-letter word you want to hear. Save. That's all you got to do. Save. You can still enjoy. Save. Go beyond the 20%, 10%. Save. If you got extra, save. Save the tax return. Why you got to go spend it all? I told you there was a cash stuffer on here. I was just shocked. I think I looked at her video like 4 times last year. And she was talking about, we got our income tax back. And we built a new deck. We're going to Disney. We're doing everything. Had nothing to do with all that debt she was in. She didn't pay one thing. And then she came back crying after all this was over in a few months. I gotta pay this debt. We don't have any money. You had the money. You had over $9,000. Most people don't get that much back. And you sat there and you blew it. You went to Disney. We're going to build the deck on the back. And so I was thinking, going back out there to your deck and cry. Because, you need to cry. Because that money should have been put back somewhere so that it was in reach, and you should have been calculating your debt. Her debt, I think she had like I think it was $20,000 left. Can you imagine how much that would have cut off? She'd been down to like 11,000, and stuff was behind already. And here she comes. They didn't have enough food sometimes. And she was just la-la-laing about this income tax check, which technically is your money. The government takes out your money. They take too much. And then you have to recoup it back. And explain to them, even though they took it out, why I need my money back. Have to go through all this. And she just blew it. And I told you I was in amazement. I'm sitting there going, you got $9,000 coming back, and you went and did what? And you're talking about the debt over there? She's talking about, I think they owed on the car. I think they owed more than that. That was just the basic. It was the car, the house, and just crazy. And then we're sitting here with, you got 9,000, free fall, just flew in there, and you went boom, and she was right back where she was in a couple of months. She stayed off of there about a couple of months, came back, and we're back in the same problem. Don't have enough for the food. The kids don't have enough for this. School starting. You didn't think about buying things for school. You didn't think about making sure your pantry was filled, ready to go for winter. You didn't think about your debts that you had, the car payments you had, the new truck you bought, blah, 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 blah. And all that 9,000 is out the door. So think what you're going to do, because the future is very important. It defines you, what you really are and what you do. Your budget is what you're doing, what you're spending. Your budget is you. Your money is you. You are in control. And I know we make mistakes. I made mistakes. You come back and you go, boy, I sat there, or I've overpaid one bill thinking I had enough to pay the other bill. I've overpaid them, but the other bill was paid and didn't have enough to pay the other bill. You make mistakes. And I had to call the company up. Don't have any money for you. Mistake. My mistake. Can you wait? Can you give me time? Tell me when. You gotta, here's when I get paid. Help. So mistakes will be made. They just happen that way. We can't help it. We're human. We go through things. And once you learn your mistake, you'll get it together. And I was so happy paying off that bill. I paid it ahead of time. I paid it off. And then I went, oh, I didn't pay that other bill. It was on the budget. I just got excited. I had enough money. It was like the same amount that I owed that bill. And I went, bye, just go. I told you, when bills annoy me, I'm more focused on the bill annoying me, but I didn't look back to see that was the money for the other bill. No. And mistake was corrected. It was fixed. I was fine. But mistakes, they happen. But your life is not a mistake. God put you here for a purpose. If you're one of my subscribers, I enjoy having you as a friend. Love the comments, love the advice that you give me. Some of you bring a lot of joy. You're here all the time. And I may not say anything back, but I read every comment. I read. When you don't come back, I'm sitting there wondering where to go. And I got to check back. It's hard, and I know it's hard. It's hard to go around looking at this. We work. We got things to do. If you're not working, you got things to do. You got kids to da-da-da, and you can't be back all the time. I can't get there to people, and I'm trying to get as much as I can. Of course, I'm going to see more of the ones that come here. I see them quicker. like you see other people quicker. But I want you to take care. I'll put down the channels that I visited and some, the new ones if I have them. And, take some time to go see these people. They're doing great jobs, they're doing great things, and they have fun things going on. And I want you to have a fun thing going on. Believe in yourself, because you are the most important person that you know in life. And you know that you can get through anything with you and God. You only need you and God. You don't need anybody else. He brought you in. He can take you out. Yes, and you're going to go out alone. You came in with him, and you're going out with God. So you don't really need anybody else to do what you got to do. So take care. Love you all. Bye-bye. And happy Halloween, y'all. Have some fun. Bye-bye.